The American-born singer and activist Josephine Baker, who made her name and her home in France in the 1920s, has been honoured at the Panthéon mausoleum in Paris, the resting place for the nation's heroes. She's the first black woman to be memorialised there in recognition of her work on civil rights and the part she played in the resistance during the Second World War. Members of her family joined President Macron at the ceremony, as our Paris correspondent Lucy Williamson reports.
Idealist and idol, singer and spy. Josephine Baker, adored by Paris a century ago, was the star of France again today.
Vous entrez dans notre Panthéon.
You're entering our Panthéon because you loved France and you showed the way. Born American, at heart, there's no one more French than you.
As the symbolic coffin made its way towards the Panthéon, Baker's journey from poverty and segregation in America was retold. How she used her celebrity here in Paris to campaign against racism and pass messages for the French resistance during the Second World War. This is one of the greatest honours France can bestow, a seat in the resting place of its national heroes. Josephine Baker is the first black woman to be honoured here, a member of France's wartime resistance movement and a lifelong campaigner against racism. That campaign shaped her family too. Baker adopted 12 children from around the world, calling it her rainbow tribe.
These children represent an example of real brotherhood. They show to people that it is possible to live together if we so wish to.
Now, speaking to us before the ceremony, one of her children said he never thought his mother was cool until he learnt Mick Jagger was a fan.
She was very protective, very close to us when she was there, because sometimes she was away. And she wanted for us a good education, so sometimes she could be a little bit strict when we were doing bad things.
Her symbolic coffin contains handfuls of earth from the four corners of her life: Paris, Missouri, Monaco, where she's buried, and the village in France where she raised her children. The Panthéon today echoed with her trademark song J'ai deux amours, a love song to Paris, as the city that revered her a century ago claimed her forever as its own. Lucy Williamson, BBC News, Paris.